Make sure you know these 10 things before moving to Worcester. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Sebastian Roy. Welcome back to another video. I'm your host and a realtor here in Massachusetts, and today we're talking about 10 things to know before moving to Worcester. But before we jump in, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tag the bell icon so you never miss out on new videos. And also, I love helping my viewers buy and sell homes. So if you or anyone you know is looking to move, I would love to help them out. So feel free to contact me and we can talk about the home buying or selling process. Alright, so let's first talk about home prices. The median sales price of single-family homes in Worcester is currently $395,000, which has increased 5% since last year. But Worcester's home prices are actually 31% lower than our state's median of $574,000. And check out on this graph here, this drop in the home prices in Worcester over the past few months. It's about $50,000 of a difference. So now may be a really good time to buy a home in Worcester. Alright, moving on. It looks like Worcester has a bright future ahead. There's been a lot of construction over the last 20 years or so, with many well-known universities being built. There's a lot of houses and businesses that have moved into the area, and there's also the woosox stadium, so there's a good amount of attractions in the city. I mean, it doesn't compete with Boston, but is definitely bigger and more populated than Springfield. Worcester's population is over 200,000 residents, and it's always growing. This city has a lot of history and some good character to it as well, so it could be a good place to live if you want to be around many things to do, but you don't really want to live in a city that's as big as Boston. So how's the local economy? Well, Worcester's median income is a bit lower than the state average at $31,000, but remember that housing costs are pretty low for the state, and Massachusetts has the highest average salary of any state in the nation. As far as the job opportunities in Worcester, there's certainly not a lack of openings, especially in the healthcare, education, or retail sectors. What about traffic? I mean, that's definitely an important consideration for commuting. Well, it does get congested during rush hour, especially on Route 291, but it's nothing like Boston's traffic. One of the things I like best about Worcester and Central Mass in general is the location. Being in the center of the state means you're just an hour or two away from the Cape, Squamicut Beach, Boston, the Berkshire Mountains, and all the other New England states, so Worcester is pretty well conveniently located. And when it comes to education, Worcester has a lot to offer. From top-notch prep schools like Bancroft and Worcester Academy to world-class colleges like Worcester State University and WPI, there are plenty of high-ranking universities in the area. And if you're looking for things to do other than watching a woosox game, the city thrives on arts and activities. From the Hanover Theater and the Worcester Art Museum to Polar Park's hiking trails, Worcester has something to entertain just about everyone. So if you're moving across country, you may be concerned about the weather here in Worcester. Something I hear a lot from residents who leave the area is that one of the top things they miss is the change of seasons. With about 64 inches of annual snowfall and temps being below freezing many times, you might think the winters here are pretty brutal, but I don't think it's as bad as the numbers show. And on the flip side, summer temps are usually around 80 degrees, so that's really nice. We do go through all 4 seasons, so if the change of seasons is important to you, New England is probably a good area to live in. And finally, the 10th thing to know about Worcester before moving here is the transportation options. In addition to driving a car, the Worcester Regional Transit Authority, known as the WRTA, operates bus services throughout the city and neighboring areas, providing an affordable way to get around. There's also the Amtrak train system that connects to Boston and New York City. And lastly, there is plenty of Uber and Lyft drivers you can use in the area. You can also walk or bike too, but that might be challenging or take way too long for you unless you're just trying to get around downtown. Alright, well there are 10 things to know before moving to Worcester. If you would like some more details about the city and the surrounding area, or if you're thinking about making the move to Worcester, be sure to hit me up. Thanks for watching and see you next week.